If rice is on the menu 3 nights a week, maybe 5, then the pot, coating, and heat curve matter more than vibes. Today's lineup is all about safe surfaces, PFAS-free ceramic or stainless steel, and consistent cooking that doesn't glue starch to the bowl or scorch the bottom layer. The open loop, one of these not only keeps toxins out, but also pulls excess carbs away from the grain while keeping the bite right. No mushy sadness. Let's start at 6 and move to the winner.
6. GreenLife Electric Rice Cooker. So this little GreenLife is the minimalist pick. Compact footprint, ceramic nonstick that's free of PFAS, PFOA, lead, and cadmium, and simple one-touch cooking with auto keep warm. Nice for apartments or a secondary cooker next to the big gear. The ceramic coating is derived from sand, cleans fast, and, it does the job without feeling cheaply slick, which is a thing with inferior coatings. Capacity runs in the smaller range with 3-cup uncooked, 6-cup cooked variants, enough for 2 to 4 people if portioning is reasonable. Now, here's what matters. The presets on models with the small control panel are handy. White rice, brown rice, quinoa, steel-cut oats, plus fuzzy logic that adjusts time and temp, which keeps brown rice from going chalky in the middle. It auto-flips to keep warm, and parts are top-rack dishwasher safe, which reduces the soak and scrub evenings. Texture-wise, white jasmine lands soft and even if Renston measured to the marking lines. Brown rice finishes with a pleasant chew when the brown preset is used, and the lid stays closed through the rest cycle. The heat up is gentle, so starchy boilovers are rare if the cup-to-water ratio is respected. The Cool Touch body actually helps with counter-confidence when moving it post-cook. But let me explain the downsides. The smaller wattage in bowl size means slower turnaround for back-to-back batches, so hosting dinner is not its thing.
5. AROMA Select Stainless Rice Cooker. This one is for the stainless faithful, a surgical-grade 304 stainless steel inner pot, one-touch operation, and auto keep warm in a compact 2 to 6 cup cooked range. It's the no coating, no worries philosophy. Great if the priority is durability and fully uncoated metal contact. The pot lifts out easily, and the whole flow, measure, rinse set feels familiar if traditional rice cookers are the baseline. Use cases are straightforward. White rice for weeknights, small batch brown rice, steaming a few veg on top with a rack, and even oatmeal if the stirring urge is resisted. Stainless's big advantage is resilience. Drop a spoon in there and no anxiety. And heat is brisk here. 500W or similar classes power up quickly for this size, giving a predictable boil to warm arc. Flavor results? White long grain lands fluffy, if rinsed and measured with the included cup, and short grain gets that cozy clump without turning gluey, provided the waterline isn't overshot. Brown rice can be a touch firmer edge to core than ceramic bowl fuzzy logic units, but it's consistent once ratios are dialed. Cleanup is simple. Hot water rinse, mild soap, towel dry. Now the honest knocks. Stainless does like attention. If the starch load is high and the water level skimps, the base can spot stick and require a brief soak. There are no fancy presets, so different rices mean playing with water and timing a bit, especially for brown and mixed grains. 4. Toshiba Rice Cooker. Here's the jump into smarter territory. Toshiba's small and mid-size models bring measured control, better starch management, and presets that hit white, brown, and porridge with confidence. In practice, that means fewer soggy tops and fewer underdone centers, especially on brown rice, because the micro adjustments during simmering and rest actually matter. What plays well is the one-touch menu logic that doesn't overwhelm the panel. Pick the grain, get repeatable texture. The units in this family are built around the reliable cook, then keep warm loop. Paired with accurate markings, it's easy to knock out fragrant jasmine or basmati without babysitting. The form factor also fits counter corners without hogging space. Taste test? Jasmine comes out springy with individual grains that hold shape after a gentle fluff. Sushi rice keeps its cohesive stickiness without chalky centers. Porridge lands creamy without scorching at the rim. The keep warm holds moisture reasonably for a lunch window without drifting into dryness or metallic edge notes. Where it doesn't overreach is also a perk. These aren't noisy or gimmicky. The inner surfaces on common variants are non-stick style bowls, so cleanup is fast and measurement lines are easy to see. As always, rinse rice thoroughly and avoid metal tools to maintain the release over time. For someone who wants better than basic consistency on multiple grains with sane presets and a gentle learning curve, Toshiba is a safe mid-tier move.
3. Zojirushi 3-cup rice cooker. Small but mighty. Zojirushi's 3-cup line is known for precision at petite volumes, which is harder than it looks. Small batches are easier to mess up. These models nail the balance with good thermal control, dependable keep warm, and on certain variants, menu settings tuned for different grain types. If rice is a daily ritual, a Dial Then 3-cup is perfect for 2 people without leftovers. Performance shows up in the bite. White short grain for onigiri holds together without becoming paste. Basmati stays elongated and dry fluffy if rinsed and measured. Steel-cut oats cook evenly. No burnt ring. The measuring lines are accurate, and the included cup harmonizes with the pot ratios, so there's no guessing game once dialed. Zojirushi's advantage is consistency over time. Runs week after week don't drift. If the water level and rinse routine are consistent, the rice is consistent. The keep warm doesn't cook it to death. It holds edible texture for a midday second bowl. That reliability is the point. You stop thinking about it. Cleaning is simple. Non-stick inner pot wipes smooth, and a soft sponge keeps the release slick longer. The lid's steam path manages condensation without drippy chaos. And the footprint is genuinely small, great for narrow counters. If the kitchen cadence is small batch perfection with minimal fuss, this Zojirushi size class is hard to beat. 2. CUCKOO rice cooker. CUCKOO brings the press menu get restaurant texture vibe, even in the more affordable fuzzy logic models, and steps up dramatically if moving to induction heating and pressure on higher-end units. The brand's algorithm-driven cooking evens out hydration inside the grain, so brown rice lands pleasantly toothsome instead of leathery at the shell. On everyday models, presets cover white, brown, mixed, and porridge, with timing that adapts batch size. The user experience is crisp. Clear LED feedback, audible prompts, and a pot that heats evenly so the bottom layer doesn't over-toast while the top steams. If meal prep is a theme, CUCKOO's repeatability saves time. Taste testing. White rice comes out glossy with that subtle bounce when pressed. Multigrain holds structure without bean cracking. Porridge is silky without scorching. Keep warm stays stable without drifting into a dried cap on top for a couple of hours. The induction pressure class really flexes. Faster cycles, better gelatinization, and tight moisture control, ideal for people chasing premium texture or low-soak brown rice. If budget allows, stepping up within CUCKOO's line pays off in speed and bite. Overall, CUCKOO is the set expectations high brand for texture purists who still want non-toxic interior tech and smart control, with clear upgrade paths as cooking needs grow.
1. GreenPan carb-reducing electric rice cooker. Okay, here's the headline act. GreenPan's carb-reducing rice cooker pairs PFAS-free ceramic nonstick with a removable carb tray to separate excess carbs from the rice during cooking without neutering the texture. The ring trick is simple. Insert the tray, cook as usual, and the excess starchy liquid routes away, reducing digestible carbs for a leaner bowl. Feature-wise, it's stacked. 10 one-touch presets for different grains, an LED display, delay timer, and cool touch body for easy handling. Capacity sits at about 4 cups uncooked and 8 cups cooked, which is the dinner party sweet spot. Make enough for friends, still clean up in minutes. The PFAS-free ceramic interior releases beautifully and wipes clean without elbow grease. Taste and texture? Surprisingly strong. With the carb tray in, jasmine keeps its bounce and fragrance, not watery or fragile. Brown rice hits that proper chew without a tough outer coat. Quinoa emerges distinct, not soupy. Pull the tray and it behaves like a classic high-accuracy rice cooker. That duality makes it versatile across diets and dishes. Workflow is intuitive. Measure with the included cup, rinse thoroughly, choose the preset, and let the algorithm steer the simmer and rest. Keep warm holds for a reasonable window without drying the top. Cleanup is quick. Tray out, pot to the sink, soft sponge, done. For weeknight cooking, that speed matters more than people admit. Final thought. Quick takeaways before choosing. Prefer fully uncoated metal? Pick AROMA stainless and keep techniques simple. Want small, PFAS-free ceramic with presets for quinoa and oats? GreenLife or Toshiba fits. Care about tiny batch, perfect texture? Zojirushi 3-cup is dialed. Want algorithmic consistency or to upgrade to induction pressure later? CUCKOO is the path. Want non-toxic plus meaningful carb reduction? GreenPan takes the crown.